We're KC101, your hometown country station, and Raise the Region is underway. Your chance to help out one of the many nonprofit groups that would love your support, and there's extra funds they'll get if you make your donation during Raise the Region going on through Thursday, through midnight, Thursday night. Joining us on the phone, we have Joe Arthur. He's the Executive Director of the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank, and welcome on KC101. How are you, Joe?
I'm doing good, Kevin. Thanks for taking this conversation.
Well, let's tell people about what the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank is, because most people are familiar with our local food banks here, but you are kind of helping our local food banks out along with many others. And let me hear your pitch on what you guys do.
Yeah, Central Pennsylvania Food Bank supports all of those food pantries and food banks and other local charitable organizations that are providing food assistance to people in need throughout Central Pennsylvania. So we're really excited about this Raise the Region fundraiser each year. It provides some much needed funds for us to serve folks in northern central Pennsylvania.
Now, from what I see here, you help put food on the table for more than 80,000 people in our community. So you are doing a lot of good work out there.
That is right. We work with about 277, we call them partner agencies, but those local charities that are serving those 80,000 people in north central Pennsylvania. So we're proud to do that.
And we have had certainly some challenges, I can imagine, that have affected people. Obviously, COVID-19 is a no-brainer, but got to remember the price of groceries, too, has certainly gone up. A lot of people's income hasn't matched that going up. Have you seen that affect the demand for your services?
We are seeing that over the last couple of months. We started to see an uptick in the amount of people that are coming for food assistance to our pantries. It had come down from the height of the pandemic from 2021, but now we're starting to see that here in early 2022 start going up. Hopefully not to the levels it was last year, but certainly noticeable. So, the household finances are certainly getting strained.
And people need to realize that food banks do have the way to stretch your dollar to get a lot more food than you could if you went and bought it on your own. You've got buying groups and ways to get the food at the lowest possible price.
Yeah, that is true, Kevin. Given our scale, the way we operate, and we work with over 300 food businesses, really some of them on a national scale, but many right here in Pennsylvania from farm to fork. Plus, we buy a lot of food, and we have tremendous purchasing power when we buy. So we buy by the truckload. So we're getting better deals than the average consumer. But I have to say, we are seeing the cost for the food bank itself go up right along with the inflation that's hitting everybody else.
I would imagine it would be across the board. So because of that, are you seeing financial challenges?
Here at the food bank, our donors have been so generous, and that's why we're on the radio again today to let them know that we still need their help. But we are seeing a lot of strain that is really coming from the inflation front. Folks are looking at over $4 a gallon of gas, over $5 if you're using diesel like we are for our trucks, and on, right, through the whole economy. That is having an effect. This Raise the Region fundraiser is pretty timely for us, so we're looking for folks to remember us when they're doing their Raise the Region giving.
I was encouraged, too, when I was reading about your food bank that about 70% or so of your food is what's considered healthy-to-eat food.
So we're proud of that. Over the last 10 years or so, we've been building intentionally the amount of healthy food that we're providing. All of the good stuff that folks like to see in the grocery store, and particularly in the produce aisle, but also dairy and meat. We're proud that about 70% of what we provide to people is that healthy foods. Of course, it costs a little bit more, so that's part of why we raise money as well.
And the food banks that you serve, how does this work? So like our local food banks here that you serve, do they order through you? Do you sort of ration it out to everybody? Does it go by demand, or how does that work?
Yeah, we're voice systems. So, we're blessed that we have computer systems and people that are very good in this work. Our partner agencies are actually ordering from us what they see in our inventory, and we have this electronically, so they're ordering online with us. Pretty innovative stuff, pretty advanced, like the Wellsboro Food Pantry in Mansfield and Tioga. All of those folks can order from us to keep their pantry stocked.
I appreciate all the information. Is there anything else we need to mention before we wrap things up here?
Yeah, there's one thing, we touched on, but I want to give you a number. So for every dollar that we receive in donations, we can provide 6 meals to people in need.
That is phenomenal. Yeah, that's what I was asking about, your buying power, because I heard that statistic before, too, and that is just mind-boggling how much. So someone makes even a $25 donation, doing the math quick in my head, that's $150 150 meals.
That is 150 meals. That's right.
Don't feel like any donation, any size, it'll all be appreciated. So if things are going good for you, pay it forward and, help somebody out.
That's right, Kevin. Couldn't say it better myself.
Well, there we go. Appreciate the information. Joe Arthur, he's the executive director of the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank. And you go to raisetheregion.org and you'll see all the organizations that are out there and that all love your support. Get out there and support our local charities. We're KC101.